Guys, in Islam, can we have fun? And yes, this question does get asked here and there. It gets thrown about here and there, especially when you're sometimes in college, uni, work. You have different sort of people that you interact with from different walks of life, and which is a very good thing. It's very healthy as well to have that sort of interaction, because again, you learn from the other person. So it's good to have that interaction. So of course, among them sort of discussions, this also gets thrown into the mix that, how do Muslims really have fun then? Because, you can't eat, you can't, for example, eat pork, you can't eat certain things, you can't drink certain things, you can't go out and, drink alcohol, you can't down obviously a bottle of vodka, whatever it is, man, WKD and all this. You don't, all these things, you're basically, they have a certain concept, do you understand, of having fun. Likewise, you can't go to clubs and all this sort of things, yeah? So, and likewise, with regards to restrictions on clothing, for example, that, men have a strict sort of code as well of how to dress. Of course, making sure they cover themselves, etc., appropriately. Same with obviously the women as well. Now, there's obviously slightly different for obvious reasons, of course. So, likewise, non-Muslims do approach Muslim men and women, and they ask these, questions and stuff. And it's good to have these discussions because, you're learning from each other. Do you understand? That's how, these are healthy sort of interactions, and they should be had. We should have them. So, yes. So, with regards to this, though, I would say that, look, from every walk of life, from every different religion background, etc., you have different methods of having fun. What is having fun? Of course, you're letting your hair down, as they say. You relax. You chill out. You do what you do what you want. Basically, you try to enjoy yourself. Yeah, you try to wind down, as they call it. Now, the concept of fun in Islam is where it makes sure that it keeps you in line. That it keeps you in line of your dignity, of your respect, your self-respect. It makes sure that it does not. Your having fun is not going to harm yourself, your body. Mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever it is. Same with it's not going to harm other people around you as well. So that's what, these are some of the reasons why we don't, drink, for example, go to clubs and all this, and, partying and all this sort of thing. Why don't we do it? Because there's certain reasons why. And the reasons are obvious. I don't need to go into that. We're all adults, we understand. So there are so many problems that can be created with these. So that's what we believe. However, and so many other people do, understand that as well. You ask a Christian, for example, and a strict Orthodox Christian, he would say the same thing. You ask a strict Orthodox Jew, he would say the same thing. You understand? Because we agree on these things. That's how it is. Now, of course, the West loves to put Muslims down in so many different ways, and this is one of the ways that they do it. That there's so many restrictions in Islam and all this. Why do we have so many restrictions, guys? It's because in Islam, guys, being a Muslim or being a Muslimah is, you're basically, you are restricting yourselves from certain things which are not good for you or may not be good for others. So, for example, we believe in prevention is better than cure. Yeah. So if you look at it as if there's an illness, for example, now, would you rather have advice from your mother and father or a doctor, for example, or whoever, a colleague, etc., that don't go down this route, or don't smoke too much, for example, it might you might lead on to health problems and all this, do you understand, later on down the line. So of course you're going to take that advice, because why? Prevention is better than cure. You don't want to get the sort of whatever it is, let's say an illness or disease, and then you go looking for the doctor, I need some tablets, I need this, do you understand? So that's what we believe in. So I hope that makes it a bit more clearer for our non-Muslim audience as well, that this is basically how we see fun as. And look, do anything you want. Do you understand? In Islam, we can do whatever we want, as long as we do not do those things which will go against the Quran, go against the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and God, because ultimately those things will be bad for us. Yeah. So I hope you guys understand that, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Make sure you repost this, inshallah.